Hey up Leicester, Vegas, how's it going? You alright?
Yeah!
So, my name is Leanne, and for those of you who don't know me, for once none of you know me, which is lovely, I'll tell you some facts about myself. I like spoonerisms, black pudding, and cooking socks. I don't get that joke either. My nana told me to say it. She went, Leanne, it is a sexy joke for clever people. I say, Nana, thank God you're dead. Because you know I'm not clever, but I am sexy. I am so sexy. I've been in a porno. I'll show you a poster. Are you ready? Are you ready, Leicester boys?
Yeah!
It's called 4 Eyes in 1 Cup. It's beautiful. There you go. Knock yourself out. My boobs are a lot firmer. I've been swimming since I've opened up the leisure centre. Yeah. They don't call me little squirt because I'm 5'2". I can actually take out a fly with a wink of an eye. Brace yourself. Okay. There you go. And because of those skills, I moved into world cinema. I starred in Come On 2 to Pale Necklace. Yeah. I also starred in the American remake, which was called What's Your Name? Necklace. It wasn't as good. They always fuck things up. And then after that, the work started to dry up. And because of that, I get anxiety and I have to take rescue remedies, or as they call it in my village, because they are well posh. They are so posh in my village that I made a BBC 4 documentary about this called The Story of England, which nobody watched. So this is all true. They showed you lots of posh people, how we got invaded by the Romans, the Santorans and the Mexicans, but what they didn't show you is a dirty underbelly of Kid with Beecham. They didn't show you Blind Steve, who every Friday night he had a fight with the post box because he thought he was a red ninja. I can't actually do that properly, but I'm not a green belt in Taekwondo, but I did it in Northampton in a dress and I got banned. It was like the scene from Poltergeist where everything flew into the cupboard. Yeah. I'm still waiting to get half a TIE fighter removed. But looking at you lot, I think I'll keep it in. They didn't show you Mr. Farron, who wanks old men. Who's not to be mistaken with Mr. Prostate, who fucks old men and makes them work the bed. And they didn't show you, hold on to your pants, they didn't show you our most famous resident of all time, who was the old lady who swallowed a fly. Do you remember her?
Yeah!
Famous Shirley Bassey song. Let me sing it for you. Are you ready? Refresh your memory. Let me prep. There was an old lady who did swallow a fly. I don't know why. She swallowed a fly, perhaps she'll die. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Old lady. Old lady! Do you remember now? I mean, you, Alex, yes. You look like you absolutely love Kate Nash. It's written all over you, your style and everything. You got posters on your wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, she covered it. I'll do that version for you. There was an old lady what swallowed a fly. I don't know why, perhaps she'll die. And I said, uh-oh, and I cried. Yes, sir. Adele was going to cover it, but she realised it wasn't all about her, so she didn't bother. And this old lady who swallowed a fly, she'd watched QI, and she knew that the fly is the most dangerous insect in the entire world. Carries 100 million different types of bacteria, including cholera, I know, tetris, and dyslexia. So what she did, as you should all do when you're in a crisis, is consult the Rose West Book of Childcare. Better than Kerry Katonas. Rose West kids weren't fat. Made them a bit easier to dispose of. If you have trouble communicating with your wayward teens, I find a Ouija board helps. If Stevie Wonder was very superstitious, why didn't he stop wanking at an earlier age? What do you eradicate with live yogurt? Martine McCutcheon's career. angel swallows a fly, I suggest you force feed him a horse. They'll never do it again, the dirty boy. But if he does, why don't you chop him in half in the bath? So what she did was she swallowed the horse, and she did die. In the original Shirley Bassey song of her life, but they rewrote it. It's not PC, kids are not allowed to die anymore. Basically, you're allowed to be obese and overweight and get a gastric ban on the NHS, but you can't die. But they rewrote it, so she sneezed out all the animals, the horse, the fly, all the other ones that I can't be asked to go into because I've got attention deficit. They wave her off, say goodbye, and come round for Sunday dinner every now and then. But Leicester, no, are you ready for this? That is what happens when you sneeze out a horse. It's not pretty, is it? For those of you at the back, it just looks like Amy Winehouse but fitter. That's when she was alive. Bless her. But yeah, kids' books are too PC nowadays. There's a book called The Three Cowboy Builders. It was pulled from a major competition because it was deemed offensive to people of certain religions and to builders. It's absolutely true. Any builders in the room? This is true. Builders cannot read or write. My dad was a builder, and his way of communicating with us in like birthday cards and Christmas cards was to draw plans of like dolls' houses and Wendy houses and things we'd make for us at special night school out of matchsticks when he went to Lincoln Prison for smashing up a nightclub with JCB. Which is actually true, bless him. They wouldn't let him in because he was scruffy, so he just fucking went anyway. Yeah. But we lost him one Christmas, and we looked everywhere for him. It was in the shed, underneath the Christmas tree, and behind the settee, but we couldn't find him. But there was a knock on the door at about 7 o'clock at night. It was the police, because my dad had killed himself. Yeah. It was a Geordie. He'd spilt his own pint, so it's alright. It's tradition. It's fine. Yeah, he left a suicide note. His mum thought it was plans for a new kitchen. Yeah, she thought, fuck you all! It was a new range from IKEA, so she was quite disappointed. Yeah. And it's a good job that we're not Catholic either, else Dad would have had to go to limbo. And he would not have liked that because he was shit at dancing and he wasn't particularly flexible. So Mum was clever. She got him cremated, gave him to me and my sister. We used to just scatter his ashes on a piece of newspaper and slide it underneath the door. Like the Art Attack version of Purgatory. So that was our version of limbo. Dad would go first. He'd get down quite low, then I'd give it a go. Blimey. No, don't stop to carnival. I was a lot more flexible when I was 14. You can ask me uncle. No, he's my gymnastics coach. But, we used to get bored. We were council house kids. So what Mum would do is bring some milk in, and then we'd mix it in with the ashes. Face mask. Beautiful. I'm actually the same age as Jordan. And she spent £500,000 looking like a teriyaki duck. I've just got a self-portrait in my attic, made my dad's ashes and a Pritt stick. You want to try it? It's a boon. Bit of advice there from Leicester. Tenuous link. Blowjobs. Dad's like blowjobs. I discovered the secret of blowjobs. Kept this a secret, didn't you, boys? Yeah, I actually discovered it when my boyfriend at the time actually let me leave the light on, because normally he says I look too much like Michael McIntyre licking a sausage roll. And it puts him right off, because I have to do this. Milking it. My friend says, why don't you find Michael McIntyre, suck his cock, he will look down, think he's sucking his own cock, this will set up a paradox and bring about the end of the world. Because it is written in Revelation of the Daleks. True. I want to look it up, back in the Bible. If you're in the frozen food aisle of Tesco's and you bump into the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, then you will know that I have kissed the Millie Milk of McIntyre. Imagine that. Or if you're walking down the street and you notice the moon become blood and the stars of heaven fall into earth, you know that McIntyre has well and truly been sucked dry by Mckie. That's what I'm doing. Whether he likes it or not. I actually wrote that joke last year when I was 3 stone heavier. And I thought, well, I looked a bit like Michael McIntyre when I was fat. And I was like, shall I keep the joke? Get diabetes? just fucking go for it anyway, so I'm glad I lost it. But the secret of blowjobs. Sir, you absolutely love it when girls gag on your cock. Don't you? I didn't know this. I'm 34. I've only just found it out. Basically, I looked up. I was gagging, and he was going, yeah. You live by the pork sword, bitch. You're going to die by the pork sword. So now, every time I'm doing a blowjob, I like to chuck in a cock gag. This is my favourite one. It's stolen, just in case you go off writing saying I'm a hack. This is stolen. You ready? Ock, ock. Who's that? Octa. Octa, ooh. Yes, Octa, ooh. That's my favourite cock gag. He comes every time. And he comes in my mouth and then he falls asleep. And then what I do, you might want to try this, bit of alchemy for you. I spit it into a bucket. I get the egg of a black chicken, mix it in with a wooden spoon, bury it in the garden, and then when it's a full moon, I dig it up, and I've got a homunculus. Brilliant. I take him to Iceland and he carries my shopping home. You want to try it? My friend has got a saying, up the bum, no babies, and mine is, come in my mouth and I'll make a miniature version of you with no soul. I'll leave my number behind the bar if you want it. So I'm going to end on something that my granddad used to say to me. Say, Leanne, this is the voice of the Mr. Men, because he was Arthur Lowe, the narrator of the Mr. Men cartoon. You've been lovely. Thank you very much, Leicester.